Running inside. It's Hansen. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Tosses it incomplete. Facing a 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Beck. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now soften them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
He wants to change this route. Play fake, Underwood. Got it in the middle, it's Marshall. Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give him a 1st down. This guy fits the bill, big, sturdy Michigan pocket passer.
And it's built on the ground, but I tell you what, when Michigan's had their best teams, they got to have that balance, right? You got to have a guy back there in the pocket that can go through the fake and then make the decision, get the ball out, and get some 1st downs. 1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. A shot toward the end zone. He caught it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
It does not take this offense long to get going. We've seen 2 drives. We've seen 2 touchdowns, David. They are so explosive. They've got so much speed all over the field, and they're lighting the scoreboard up early.
Hey, you better find some answers defensively. You better find a way to slow them down. And how about this next possession for your offense? Like, coming on the field, you can tell. As an offense coordinator, you got to feel it. Like, my defense is not holding them down right now. We got to put together a drive, get some points on the score in this next possession.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent.
Oh, a lot of space. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there.
Okay, here's the bad news. They're down by a lot of points really early in this game in the first quarter. The good news is there's a lot of football left. The better news, they finally get a big play through the air. That's the kind of play that can spark some confidence and completely turn this thing around. They got to keep that up.
Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hansen.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Quick release by the QB. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
And they dug themselves a hole in this football game. I get it. Obviously, defense has not played great on the other side. But this possession right here, man, this is big. Get the passing game going. Get a little bit of balance going. I think they need to score on this possession to take a little pressure off and kind of get that defense juiced up.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Looking downfield, it's Beck. Makes the grab, it's Sowell. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. The Nittany Lions racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And that's a really good job by the QB, getting the ball out of his hands, knowing where the sticks are, getting the 1st down. And they saw something they liked because here they come, right back on the ball to run another play.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Trying play action. Buying some time as he moves left. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge 3rd down here in the big house. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll try to do it himself. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6. The Nittany Lions will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And this offense shows right away on 1st down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on 2nd down and goal?
After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. Calls his own number. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Howie Rowe will check on his condition. They've worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. The run inside. It's Hansen. Dragged down right at the line of scrimmage, and it'll be 4th down. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Big turning point as we head into the 2nd and get this game rolling again. They'll line up for the field goal try as we start the second quarter. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. He got it. Are forced to settle for 3.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So here comes the Michigan offense. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Quarterback on the move, still looking. He's going to take off. His defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain.
And one of the things I love about this defense is their speed. And they knew coming into the game that they were going to see quarterback run. But that time they had him all bottled up, and they were able to use their speed to make him go east and west and run him out of bounds. Not a great game.
And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Bryce Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
Going back to work on offense now. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. Starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Running inside, it's Wallace.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking to pass. It's Beck. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He uncorks one deep. Got it, and he will score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. That's caught. It's Marshall. Lowers those pads. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Wolverines headed quickly to the line. Might be changing the route. Throwing, Underwood. The quick out. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. They go to the counter. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. See what you hit what you see, bring your feet. Yeah, none of that happened.
Yeah, those are all great things to keep in mind, but you're also trying to tackle another grown man against his will and get him on the ground. And by the way, he wasn't happy.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Get things going as their offense heads out to the field. They haven't had a whole lot of production, nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far, and if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Keep it on the ground. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't spare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
After the flag, distance for a first down cut in half. They can really get aggressive on 1st and 5. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Now, And that's your goal, separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. From the gun, wants to pass. Stepping to the right. Throwing on the run. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. Ball down at the 31-yard line, and that's where this offense will go to work.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Motion from the wide receiver. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use a timeout. It's their second. They're down to one timeout left in the half. Here's Underwood to throw. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Now on second down. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. Still on his feet at the 40. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Michigan. He shed tackles like a snake getting rid of his skin. No midseason concentration lapse here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
Well, we see the home run on offense, but defensively, we've got to do a better job tackling. You've got to get hats to the football, and then you got to bring the ball carrier down. Poor fundamentals, poor tackling help lead to that long touchdown.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. That drive took no time at all. Couple of plays and finished it with the long run for the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Back to throw, it's Beck. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
The Wolverines want to crank the tempo.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. They go play action. Bryce Underwood. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Takes a hit as he fires. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there, more and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
Lined up in the gun on third down, Underwood. He makes the grab. Got it inside the 15. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7.
Well, the offense has looked good up to this point, but you love seeing that out of your quarterback on a critical third down. He's able to decipher the coverage, find his best matchup. It's an accurate throw. They get a massive gain, and now here they are again in the red zone looking to add to their lead.
Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They go right back to this guy on 2nd and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And down here near the goal line, you got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
Keeping it on the ground on 3rd and goal. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Wolverines! 3rd touchdown of the game. A 3rd of his season total. He now has 9 on the year.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finish the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. To throw, it's Beck. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Oh, he's got some space. Gets down, and like they say, touchdown, first down, or get down, and he got 2 of those on that one. Timeout taken here by the Nittany Lions. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the catch. It's Sowell. And this guy has some shiftiness to him, and he showed it off to the defense after picking up a few. Penn State will spend its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Hauls it in. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. This is a most difficult attempt. 59 yards out from the right hash. Splits the uprights. Good.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Takes a handoff. It's Marshall. And he's able to get some positive yardage before he's brought down, and that'll bring us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gents, the cream is rising to the top here 7 weeks in. Let's take a look at today's action. We start with the Mississippi State Bulldogs taking on the number 7 team, the LSU Tigers. And it's Mississippi State in one of those old-school fight-in-a-phone-booth games. Neither team has been able to break out offensively, but it feels like the one that does will come away today with a signature win. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Penn State's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
Scanning the field, it's Beck. He's taking the shot. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
And you knew he was going to take a step back because you can't throw the ball for over 80% this season. Like, that's ridiculous. Last week he was on fire, but this week, man, he's freezing cold. And he's got to find something to get this offense going. But right now, just off target. Somebody needs to step up, make a play, and maybe get a spark for this offense.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Martin. And again finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Nittany Lions line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the ball is loose on the return. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play.
Returners only get so many chances in a game, and you really want to maximize. You want to take it to the house. You want to make those big plays. But a lot of times you forget about that small detail of securing the football. He gave it up, but thank goodness he didn't turn it over.
Makes the catch. It's Marsh.
Well, I guarantee you one thing, and at halftime with a big lead, there were no conversations about, hey, let's run the ball, let's slow it down, let's bleed the clock, keep our defense fresh. They are staying aggressive. They're trying to add to this lead, and with this quarterback, I do not blame you. Keep chucking the pill.
He's got an open man. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them, and they've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field. Really good decisions by the QB.
And the Wolverines come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. They'll run it on the counter. There's some room. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
Man, sometimes it just gets frustrating, and you've just been beat down all day. This defense hasn't had answers, but now you can't let them run the football and just run it down your throat and be physical. This defense has to do something different and find a way to make something happen.
Underwood on the play action. Here comes the heat. Slings it downfield. Touchdown, Michigan made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David. When the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players, and quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his second touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
Timeout taken here by the Nittany Lions. That'll be their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Back to pass, it's Beck. Makes the grab along the sidelines, but it'll be a little short of the first down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He goes right back to the air. Going downfield for the big play. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires toward the target. Finds a man on the right. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The Nittany Lions want to move quickly.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expecting him to stat it up. And now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing for the season.
Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to throw again. Fires to the right. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. Got some room to run. He's at the 30. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover one, man coverage, and did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage, you jam them, and it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process, and that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT'd.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. And guys, they really need to make something happen on this 3rd and long. Underwood. Fires to the right. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. This one will be a 45-yard attempt, and he'll kick it from the left side. Absolutely perfect. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They've just self-destructed too many times so far already with 3 interceptions in the game. Got the quick pass. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
So surprised we have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan limiting him so far. That's only his 2nd catch of the game.
He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
Coming into this game, man, the focal point was on the running back, right? We've got to stop the running back. Talking to these coaches, they've got to be physical. 1 guy, 2 guy, 3 guys have to get there. Man, they've done an unbelievable job being physical, getting him on the ground, and really shutting a great player down so far this game.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Makes the grab. At the 35, he's open. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football all week.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Those play-action passes take a little bit longer to develop, right? Because you still have the fake, and then the quarterback turns his back to the defense, has to reset. You got to protect him a little bit better than that, or the fake's got to be a lot better.
To the air, it's Beck. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
You got to love the aggressive nature this defense is playing with right now, and you're seeing the athletes and the dudes they've got up front. A sack on the last play, they hit the quarterback on this last one. Now 3rd down, you know they're going to be pinning their ears back.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there.
This really has been a Jekyll and Hyde story for this quarterback. His last game out, he completed over 80% of his throws, but things just not going his way in this one. You've got to give the defense a ton of credit.
He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. There he goes. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Wolverines have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. That's reeled in. It's Marsh. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Might have a chance. creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. From the gun, running back on the move. They're going to mark him down, and where that spot is looks as if it's going to be just a hair short of the first down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the fourth down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big fourth down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Trying to do it on the ground. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Well, going for it and getting it on fourth down, close to midfield, I think just gave this offense a ton of momentum. I'm curious to see what they're going to do here. Maybe take a shot and see if they can really seize and capitalize on all this good mojo now going their way.
They'll try the counter, and he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They give it to him again. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing, of course. This team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use a timeout. Second. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Here's a little room there. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And there is no greater friend to a quarterback and to a coach late in the football game when you have the lead and you can pound the rock. Offensive linemen can pave holes, like running back now runs through them, successful, move the ball, and most importantly, that clock can tick. But the physical ground game late in the game, that's how you finish opponents off.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. After the 5-yard step off, 1st and 15 for this offense. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll go to the counter play. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Wolverines trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The run inside. It's Marshall. Not finding any running room, and I think that loss is going to give back what they gained on the previous play, and now it's 3rd down. They've methodically worked it down the field. This the 11th play of the drive, but the defense can get off the field now. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend?
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Going for the marker on the ground. And that's not going to come close as the defense stops him well short of this 1st down.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on 4th down? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with a W? That's because this coach wants his guys to keep executing. I played for a coach in college that would have done the same thing. If backups are on the field, they get an opportunity to...
He's got it along the sideline. Shakes a man, and he might take off. All the way down inside the 15, but we see a marker on the field. And the rarely seen illegal forward pass penalty brings up 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Beck. Finds his man, it's Sowell. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Finds his tight end. And he's got enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 34. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Not many play calls a coach likes better than this. 2nd and 1 after getting 9. The play action fake. Using his legs to buy some time. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. And the Nittany Lions in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. They get to him as he throws. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And they'll take a knee and watch this clock keep on winding its way toward a victory.